So those who know my story, I healed in 3 days of meditation using Dr. Joe's technique, Dr. Joe's meditations, after 10 years of illness. And I believed for all that time that this was the meditation that did the trick. But actually 3.5 years later, I come to the conclusion that it wasn't just that. And what I want to say is the little bit that I didn't really pay much attention to, which is the assumption that I made before I started the process. I went into the meditation process with an assumption that I am already healed. And I stayed in the meditation for 3 days and 3 nights, and the healing happened on day 3. And then I went into spirituality, down the rabbit hole, Neville Goddard's teachings and everything else. And I discovered that it only takes as little as 3 days for the manifestation to come into reality. That number 3 is kind of magical and mentioned in a lot of scripture, to do with materialization of what we have placed in the field as an intention, as a decision. So what I believe actually happened was I decided that I was healthy, and then I went into meditation, and then I, number 1, didn't allow myself to go back to watching my unchanged reality, because I was basically busy meditating, releasing and whatever, visualizing myself in perfect health. So I was basically embodying the state of health for 3 days and 3 nights, almost non-stop, without giving myself this possibility to go back and waver and doubt and do any of this. So I basically stayed in the assumption for 3 days and 3 nights, and then boom, it happened. What I believe meditation and the whole process in between did, the middle, was basically how Neville Goddard calls it, the bridge of incidents. So yes, I was guided and provoked to release a lot of painful emotions from my life. I did a lot of breath work, and this definitely helped me with the release. I was visualizing, so I was in this state akin to sleep, but like really intensely. So I basically fulfilled all the conditions for the manifestation to happen, for the assumption to materialize. And this is what I would recommend to everybody who does Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. If you add on just this tiny bit, wherever you are, you may have been meditating before, it doesn't matter. If you suddenly just decide, I'm done with the old identity, I'm actually moving to a reality where I'm already healthy and whole and healed, and you can obviously apply it to any other things that you are working on. And then do the meditation from the state of already being healed. And then the meditation is going to be for identifying with the new identity.